ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Wolverine butt for you. But, oh, and he's a bisexual, too. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another Marvel Select review for the Marvel Select Iron Man from the Avengers movie line. Very, very cool figure. Very happy to have this guy. I have been wanting the Iron Man 2 Mark 6 Iron Man. And, again, this is the Mark 6. I didn't mention that a second ago. But, yeah, it's the same thing as Iron Man 2 Mark 6 Iron Man. They just made a very slight change of painting the eyes black. And I wanted this guy, and I think that shot up in price, the Iron Man 2 version, so I'm really glad that they did re-release this. Now, I do have a bunch of gripes about this guy, and it's, it's kind of, there's things that are a little disappointing about him, but overall, I'm really happy with the purchase. I'm really happy to have him, and he's badass. I really like this shiny paint on him. He is very, very cool looking. He comes with two accessories, basically. He has his base right here, which is very cool. I like this base. It has this nice wash on it, so you can see that. It's a very bright kind of silver. I mean, not super shiny, but the color gray on it is very nice. It's more like a gray than a silverish gray. And there's the peg. The figure does come with peg holes, so that's nice. You can see that. So that's cool. And then there's the back as well, and it basically shows up in two pieces. You have this top piece right here and then this bottom plate, and you just connect them together. I don't have mine totally snug. I can't really get it into the holes exactly the way I want it to. Oh, see, there you go. Damn it. Sorry, baby. Get it right back in there. Hold on a second, baby. I'll get it. See, I can't get it in. Can't get it in. Damn it, I got problems, man. And then the other thing, too, is he comes with these interchangeable fists right here. Now, the funny thing with me is that I spend a lot of time looking for the figure that does not have the weird paint applications on him. It does happen with Marvel Select figures. You gotta, if you're lucky enough that there's a bunch at the comic book store, and that's where I got this, at my local comic book store. That's where you guys can get yours too, or you can get them, I don't know, somewhere else. They do have paint flaws. Like I saw one where he had like a bunch of like little black dots inside his arc reactor right there, and there's all kinds of, and then one where his foot looked all twisted, so they do have their little flaws like that. So this is the best one that I picked out. But one thing that I did not notice is that he has these interchangeable hands, and you could see them in the display packaging and everything. So they have these interchangeable hands where you could take this one off and you could put an open hand blast, and you could take this one off and put a fisted one. But mine came with two of the same hands. Isn't that a bummer? Look at that. And the pinky on this one's kind of weird too. And then same thing on this side. So, shit. Damn it, what the hell? Damn, I'm so pissed at myself I did not notice that. I was too busy looking at the paint detail and everything, and I missed that. So that's a bit of a bummer right there. Diamond Select Toys have these things that come with them where you could write in like this little, thing about how, how do we do? A little feedback page thing. So I'm trying to hide my address and stuff like that. But yeah, what I write here, figure came with two sets of the same hands, two open right hands, two left hands. What the fuck? Other thing is that, like I said, this paint is very, very nice. Very nice, shiny paint. It just looks really, really cool. But it does chip really easily. Like right away, just taking them out of the packaging, I got some silver popping through right there. And then there's like some fade kind of going on the upper shoulder right there. Not a big deal. Here's this head sculpt, which I'm really happy that they painted the eyes. Wish they had painted it like this light blue color right here. It looks like it's just white on the camera. And same thing with the repulsors on his hands. You can't tell so much there. On the bottom of his feet, you could see it a little bit more. You can see that better when I dim it. It has the blue on the outside and the white on the inside. Same thing there. Can you see it? Can you see it? You can see it on the hands right there a little bit. But anyway, I wish they had painted his eyes that color instead of black. It's got a little mole right above his eye right there. I like the detail on the side of the mask, though. This comes out, this is very, very well done. His mask is removable, which I think is a very, very cool feature. Yeah. And it's always a little tricky because it fits so snug, which is totally fine by me. I'd rather have it be difficult to take off and look good than it be really easy to take off and put on than it look like crap. So there's the Tony Stark head, aka Robert Downey Jr., which looks okay. It's kind of got a dumb look on him, but does mother know you have stolen her drapes? I thought that was great. Anyway, Love the script for that movie. Just love that movie. Saw it 5 times. I want to see it 5 more after I get on Blu-ray and watch it every day at home. So here's the inside of the mask right there, and it has those 2 pegs. He has 2 pegs on the top of his head, 2 pegs inside his hair, and you just rest, just push these in, and there that is. So overall, the sculpting on this came out really, really well. I like it a lot. There's just weird parts with the joints. I don't really like how the inside of his elbows look. It's kind of like he has this weird piece sticking out right here. It's kind of strange. And then on his knees also, it's like these weird gear things, and you can see the red paint coming through. That just doesn't look right to me. You can't really imagine a knee being in there by the way that's jointed, so it looks kind of strange. And I don't like the color that they chose for this silver area. It's the Mark 6 Legend Scale version right here, and this looks way better to me. This silver looks a lot better, and they painted his eyes blue like that, which I think is better than what they did with the black right there, of course. But the paint is way cooler than it is on this one. This is pretty much, it's got a glossy look to it, but it's not shiny as hell like this one, and that's the big plus for this guy. But overall, the sculpt is very nice, and I do like the figure a lot. Very, very cool. So his articulation is weird. It's not the best articulation. It's not bad, but, like for Marvel Select 2 years ago, it's pretty good. Like I've mentioned before, Marvel Select has really stepped up their game recently, so this is an older figure that's just been re-released. He has very limited head articulation. You can't get him into a good, flying pose like that. His head cannot look up. You can try, and I did try, and I popped it off. So that's as far up as it can go. It can move down just a little bit. It can move left and right a little bit, not a whole lot, because it actually is hindered by the pieces right here inside the armor. So that's not too bad. You can get him, actually no, you can get him to look up like that. That's not too bad. He has these really cool panels right here for his shoulder pads. I think that came out really nice. You could just pop them off really easily. You could see some of the paint came off right there, but it's just basically a ball hinge kind of deal. And I like that more than what they did on this one. This one, it just flaps up and down and comes off really easily. This, it's easier to position and move out of the way, so you could rotate it any way you want and lift it up and down. So that's pretty damn sweet. He has ball joints right here on the shoulders. It moves out and forward. He has bicep swivel. He has single jointed elbows. His wrists move side to side. They don't really move up and down, but they are on that ball hinge kind of thing, so you could remove the fists. He has a decent diaphragm joint. Moves up and back, forward and back a little bit, and it moves side to side just fine, so not a big deal right there. His leg articulation is kind of weird. It took me a little minute to figure it out, but you can't just pull the legs outward like that, but you can swing them upward like that, and then you could rotate this upper thigh joint. So that's how the legs move. That's pretty much, so it swivels right there, and it just moves, swings like that up on the hip. He has single jointed knees. Like I said, I don't really like this thing, but the knee joint does bend very well for a single jointed knee. I do like that. His ankle moves up and down and side to side a little bit, but it's hindered by the pieces on the side of it right there. So, and he does have peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So it's really not a bad figure, but I hate to say that, it's really not a must get, especially because when you size this guy up next to the other Marvel Select figures, he's really not, into scale. Well, none of them really are, except for the Hulk. And I do like how the back looks. I don't know if I showed this part already, but the back came out very nice. Again, this weird bronze kind of part for the areas that are supposed to be silver. And it would have looked really nice if they had painted that silver in between right here. So they did add some parts in between there that, it's overall good figure. So there's all 3 Marvel Select Avengers figures. There's Thor from the Thor movie, Captain America from the first Avenger, and then, of course, Iron Man. And they're all the same height. Their legs are more or less positioned the same, and they're all pretty much the same height. Of course, he should be the tallest one, second tallest, and shortest, but they're all the same. Of course, just for fun, it's good to throw Hulk in there. Why not? You don't want to get angry. And for those of you that are wondering if you could put him with your Marvel Legends figures, not really. He's just a bit too tall. This is the Mark 6 Iron Man Legends line, and that's my favorite Marvel Legend Iron Man right there, the Series 8. And you can see he stands 7 inches tall. So that's my review, guys. Hope you dig it. Like I said, this guy is not a must get, but if you do get him, you will like it. I feel like I did not get ripped off, so it is a cool figure. Happy to have him. Alright, catch you guys later. Peace.
Do you want Shart all over your body? You know you want it. ShartimusPrime t-shirts available now for pre-order. ShartimusPrime t-shirts. Check the description below for details on how to get started today.
That's crispy.
Oh, that's Shartimus. He is so awesome. But now what should I do on the internets?
You go to bkbn.net! Here, let me show you, man!
Big Kids Big News is #1 source for geek news, reviews, toys, comics, movies, cartoons, video games, and more!
Next time you're done watching my videos, where are you going?
bkbn.net.
Where are you going?
bkbn.net.
There you go. Oh, jeez.